So we know the Caitlin Clark effect is real, obviously. It is incredibly obvious that it's real. But this might just sum it up more than anything else. If you guys don't know, teams have season tickets. In general, teams have season tickets. Sometimes teams have half season tickets. Sometimes have all these other packages. But one team, the Minnesota Lynx, have decided, you know what? We've got our season tickets. But, we're cool with charging you guys like $30 per game for all of these. But when Caitlin Clark comes to town, we're going to be adding 10 times the price probably. Like, you're probably looking at $300 tickets when Caitlin Clark comes to town. Like, I'm sorry, I got courtside seats. To be fair, I did get them ridiculously cheap, but I got courtside seats for Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. I paid $300-ish. I think with taxes and everything, it was up to $4, and like fees and everything. But like, it was $300 for the ticket before that. So it was not bad at all. I think I was sitting beside, people beside me basically said the person who sold the ticket sold it at face value. But the reality is, Caitlin Clark is a bigger draw than the WNBA Finals, and it's proven by this. So, if you guys didn't see, there is a package for home games for the Minnesota Lynx. So you can see here, these are half-season packages. So you can purchase packages to see every other game. You can get half-season packages for all of these games here, all of these games here. Option to add Fever games. Purchase a half-season package to receive access to add on the Fever game. You cannot buy a ticket to the Fever game without buying a half-season package. That is how confident they are in this. You cannot buy a ticket straight up for the Fever unless you are at all the other games. So you can't just buy a ticket to the Fever. Any other game, cool. The other games are all in the packages. And they're probably charging as much as the entire package to just watch the Fever game. Which is absolutely crazy. Like, and we knew the Caitlin Clark effect was real, but it's like, there are people still oblivious to it. Still people absolutely oblivious to it. But you've now got, like, purchase a half-season ticket to receive access to add on the Fever games. The Go has her own package. She literally has her own package. They could even sell out Gamebridge for day one of Fever camp. They 100% could. I'm sorry, they could sell out Gamebridge for day one of Fever's training camp. There's a 0% chance they couldn't. They could sell out, like, if Unrivaled, if somebody got injured for Unrivaled, and it was while they're waiting for someone, they were like, we've got Caitlin Clark for one day and one day only, but instead we're going to move it into wherever, is it in Orlando or it's in Miami, where Miami, the Miami Heat play in the American Airlines Arena is Miami? Or is it the American Airlines Center? Is that the Mavs? American Airlines Arena, I think, is Miami, or whatever it's called now. So you could move it to there, Unrivaled, and it would sell out in 10 minutes if she was there for one night and one night only. That's the reality of the situation. Which team is selling this? It is the Lynx. And my favorite part about this is it is the home of I don't give two shits about Caitlin Clark, Cheryl Reeve. And in fairness to Cheryl Reeve, she said the same thing about Angel Reese. So she's consistent at least. She is consistent at least when it comes to that. And it's mental. Like, it's absolutely mental. And look, the Lynx are a damn good team. The Lynx are going to be really good again next year. I don't think the Lynx are going to make the finals next year. I just have this weird feeling that, like, they were so good last year because they were such a good team, and I think not the teams are going to figure out how to beat them. I think that it's like there's no more like sneaking up on you like there was last year. Because last year they were what? Top 2 for the entirety of the year in terms of their standings. Like they ended 30-10. Actually, no, sorry, they were top 3 for the entirety of the year because we forgot the Connecticut Sun started off the year extremely well. But you've got a Lynx team that still have Alana Smith, who's got balling overseas. Fee Collier's Fee. Courtney Williams. I think teams are going to game plan better for Courtney Williams this year. I think can Bridget Carlton keep it up for another year? Obviously, she was really good last year, but it's like, can she continually be that top tier player? is K-Mac going to regress? So it's going to be one of those interesting things. But I still do really like the Lynx team. But no, like everyone being like, the amount of people that still call AJ Wilson the face of the league. I'm sorry, you don't need to purchase a 10-game package for the option to watch AJ Wilson play basketball. You don't. And AJ Wilson is in. Obviously, it's everyone the packages to see every other team other than the Fever. Like, I've never seen a team do something like this before. Maybe there is. Maybe there has been. But I've never heard of season tickets that discount certain games just because they're the bigger games. And also the fact that you have to pay, you have to buy a season ticket. Like, I've seen times where in order to get access to certain games, you have to basically, it's first come, first serve with season tickets and stuff. Like, as a Leeds United fan, to see the playoff final, it was like season tickets got first preference. Then you had to have gone to 10 games during the year. And then you had to have gone to 7 games during the year. And I think I was at 7 last year. So I was in like the second priority and I got my ticket pretty easily. But like if you hadn't gone to any games, you couldn't just rock up to the playoff final. Which kind of makes sense. But still, it is an interesting situation. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think teams should be allowed to do this? Like, it is... Look, all these things are supply and demand at the end of the day. So, no matter what, like, you really think, no matter what really opinions you have on it, the unfortunate truth of it all is, in life, pretty much everything is supply and demand. So, the demand is going to be there for the Fever game. So, I think Indiana, or not even Indiana, Minnesota are going to do that. And I don't think they're going to be the only team to do something like this. But the Fever games are just that. They're that big in general. And they're going to be that big of games. That many people are going to want to see them. That, yeah, it's tough to just put it in with a package because was it the Target Center? I think, is it the Target Center that they played? I was literally there a few months ago. But for that arena, when you can make more money from the Fever game based on tickets than you can for all these games combined, I can kind of see why they're doing what they're doing. So yeah, I don't know if it's right. It's not right. It's unfortunately not right. I don't know though if it's still like if you guys think it is right, morally right, because I don't think it's morally right. But again, I'm coming from a position of someone from Europe, so it's very different than America when it comes to these type of ticket things. Heck, I got basically right at the stage seats for Taylor Swift for $200 and I still thought I overpaid. Turns out they'd be like 10 grand if I was in America. But anyway, I will see you guys.